What's up, guys? Welcome to the Player Hustle. We have Gator here, aka aka DPS bot. Now, how did you come up with that name?
um, just whenever I don't feel like playing tank, I guess I just play DPS for fun.
Mm.
I guess it kind of feels like a different game, you know. So,
Yeah. Have you felt like playing Orisa for several months straight is kind of like a prison?
uh, personally, no, that's weird. But I find I find playing any of the tanks fun, so I don't really care.
Mm.
Whatever's like meta and whatever's the OP hero, I guess you know.
Mm. So you have no
Like,
favorite, so to say.
um, not really. I prefer like more mobility because I find that a little more fun, like a little bit more maybe like brawl.
Mm.
But I don't mind Arista either.
Mm. You know, when I heard about you going to Atlanta for the first time, I thought of who's Gator, and then I remember you on Winston. Is it would you say that it's kind of in line with who you are as a player when I think of like a great Winston player, or would you say that you're more like a Ryan player or something else?
Um, I mean, when I started, so I guess when I started playing in a team, I only played Winston for like the first like year since I was like the meta,
Hmm.
and people call me Monkey One Trick. And then when Goats came and I played Ryan, then it was Ryan One Trick, and then it was so it just keeps going. So I don't know. I guess I just kind of play whatever's meta. So
Hmm. Hmm.
I guess I try to be good at all the tanks. So.
Hmm. Yeah. How did the goats have an impact on your career, so to say? Like, was it a good springboard, or was it, how to say, bad in some ways? Because on your Wikipedia it says like you were a founding partner of the infamous
Yeah.
team.
Um, yeah, I'd say I'd say it had like a positive impact because I think every team I've played on so far, I've been like friends with all the players, and I've been like it's been like fun teams. So I think that was no different. Like that was the first team I played, and it was just like full of all friends. Like we all knew each other for a while. I knew them from maybe other games, or I knew them because we did similar stuff. But uh, I think it had a positive impact because I think having fun is really important
Mm,
when playing in a team.
mm. How did you go about sort of erasing the monkey one trick reputation?
Um, by just like hard grinding the new heroes when they came out, pretty much. I would
Mm,
just try to get ahead and find like a kind of a play style for me and a play style that I felt was best in the meta. You know, maybe like playing more aggro in this meta or the next one. Maybe I think maybe playing a little bit more like pokey. Just trying to figure out whatever's like a good play style for me.
mm, mm, mm. Did you feel like there were any how to say, not epiphanies, but like crazy moments in your career before Atlanta, so to say, maybe Atlanta Academy? I'm thinking like before Rain, that, how do you say, that were like night and day differences between Gator then and Gator now. Oh, how do you say, Gator afterwards?
Yeah. Yeah. I would say like a full 180 overall as far as like how I look at the game and how because then like so before I joined Atlanta I had never once played I only played on one team and that team didn't have a single coach on it
Mm,
pretty much
mm,
so it was literally just player run um, and I think having a third person perspective and people like helping you improve like small macro play that you wouldn't think of yourself you know
mm,
I think just allowing other people to help you get better and better. I think that's like the biggest change for
mm.
me.
Did you face any, how to say, difficulties working with coaches in the beginning, or was it a smooth transition, so to say?
Um, I think it was pretty smooth because I knew the staff was like good, so it was really easy just to like just do whatever they say, you know.
Mm, mm,
Because like I knew they were right. Like it wasn't. I know like other teams have had a hard time where I know you probably know. Just there's just different teams where
mm.
players went off the team because they don't agree with the staff and how to play the game practically.
Yeah.
And I had a pretty smooth transition, so I pretty much always agreed for the most part on just play. So it was pretty easy for me.
Mm. Have you ever had any like extra difficult moment when it comes to Overwatch?
Um, yeah, probably the hardest time was when I was like going to school and playing in a team at the same time. Like that was pretty rough. Like
Mm,
I remember all I did was just go to school, play Overwatch, and sleep pretty much for like
mm,
months. So that was pretty rough because I like to play a lot. So
mm.
you know.
What was the one thing that you saw like a lot of value in while you were studying as well? Was it the fun in the game, the competition, or like social life that you gained through the game, or what was it?
Um, kind of all of it. I guess like most of my friends were online, you know.
Mm,
And then I do find like the competing part like a lot of fun. Like I like the pressure, or of
mm,
like of like feeling like you need to win. So just kind of a combination of all of it, really.
mm. Now that you've been in Atlanta for a long time, do you feel like it's a completely different level when it's compared to contenders? For example, when you were in Korea, was it a different level of play compared to Overwatch League?
Um, I would say not really because the teams we scrim there were the best teams there. Like so I would say Runaway, Element Mystic, and Atlanta Academy were like all like I'd say all top 10 owl.
Mm, mm,
Um, so I wouldn't say it was much different because they take it like really, really serious. Like as you saw, like when we like forward Runaway, like they're all just like bawling, like and like they were literally just like destroyed. It was hard to watch because I knew like I was like a competitor. That
mm,
sucks. But I mean, at the end of the day, like we won, so you know.
mm,
But I don't think the competition was that much like lower, at least at that level. Like top gauntlet was like pretty high up in owl.
mm, mm.
But I say the average contenders is not at all, like not even close, like
Yeah,
very very far away.
yeah. What would you
Like
say? Oh yeah, continue.
I was just gonna say like since I mean kind of as you saw like contenders was pretty easy for the top 2 or 3 teams.
Hmm.
You know.
What would you say was the thing that made it easy for you, so to say?
Um, I think we just had really good players.
Mm,
I think, well, and on top of that, uh, the academy team only scrimmed owl teams. Like we literally exclusively scrimmed owl teams for like months straight.
yeah, and that's
And
what. Yeah,
not only
continue.
owl teams, like only like top 10 owl teams. Like we wouldn't even scrim the bottom owl teams. Like we wanted nothing to do with scrimming, like because they would just get spawn camp too. Like it was no different.
Yeah, like you don't want to make them better, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, literally, exactly. We don't want to help. We don't want to help the bottom owl out, literally.
Mm. No, I know. Like some bottom Overwatch League teams, they had to go down as far as open division to get scrims, and
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes. Yeah. Like bottom owl teams would come to us for scrims, asking for scrims, and we'd have to say no.
yeah, like bro, get out.
Yeah, exactly. I think some of those teams just had like confidence issues.
Mm.
Not even necessarily bad players. They're on a downward spiral. So you just no point scrimming that.
Mm. If you were to select players for just some arbitrary team, let's say that you're owning a team, what would you look
Yeah.
for in your players or teammates?
I'd look for good teammates. Teammates like players that know how to like have fun. Obviously good players.
Mm.
Um, players that like actually care about winning. Because I know, like, I mean, it's pretty apparent. Like, there's people now that would be happy just AFKing and getting top 15.
Mm.
You know.
Mm.
That's pretty obvious. There's people like that. So just players that care, players that just want to win. You
Mm.
know,
Yeah.
and want to improve.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunities, so to say, like you say, getting into Watch League and then AFKing. What would you
Yeah.
say are the distractions, so to say, once you get into Watch League?
People feeling like they've made it. I think there's like a big thing where people think, like this guy's gotten washed or this guy's. I think it's just the fact that everyone else has improved and some people don't improve.
Mm.
So like for me, like even now, like I'd even say I would call myself trash. Like if I looked at myself like a year ago, I'd be like, that guy's terrible. You know what I mean?
Mm,
So like if you can't say that like every like year, then you're not improving.
mm,
You know, and if you're not improving, that means everyone else is improving. So that's a problem.
mm. Yeah. Let's say that you make some really, really bad decision in game. How do you move on from that while still in the match, but also afterwards? Let's say that you lost as well.
I think that kind of stuff is where a team atmosphere, like a good team atmosphere, matters more than anything, because it's easy to like psych yourself out and try to pull yourself out of it and just be like, oh, it's just a mistake. But like if you have teammates that are like genuinely good teammates, and also your friends, then like that stuff's a lot easier to deal with. When you make mistakes or have a big like a bad performance, stuff like that.
What would you say your strengths are when it comes to being a teammate?
I like to try to like I don't know. I like to try to like help my team have like a good atmosphere and like create a lot of confidence within the team as much as I can. Because I think confidence, like not necessarily even cockiness, but like a little cockiness is okay. But like a lot of confidence is exactly how you saw like Shock and Vancouver play most of the season. And I think that showed, like having good players and then also like having good team atmosphere. Like those two teams were like a lot of those players were like good friends and like that kind of thing. They had a really good team atmosphere and it showed.
Let's say, let's say that it's season 3 now. You're traveling a lot and you go hard at the league, and you're feeling that you're going way too hard for way too long. Would you be dealing with it before it happens, or like does the team have something in place for that, or do you have something personally in place, or would you have to deal with it when it arrives instead, and what would you do?
No, like for me personally, if I feel like I'm getting a little tired or something, maybe I'll just cut down on the ranked or some of the extra play. Maybe I'll try to work out a little bit more, different stuff like that. But me personally, I don't feel too much burnout, which I try to like make sure like I have good self-awareness to make sure I'm not. But I kind of know like if I wasn't scrimming, I'm just playing Overwatch anyways, so it's pretty much the same for me. But I know a lot of players have like stopped playing ranked, or they would just for a little short time, or just do like maybe take walks. I know a couple people in Atlanta, they would like to take like frequent walks around the neighborhood and stuff, just different things to like take your mind off the game.
Yeah. I guess the love for the game makes it easy for you to work a lot, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Now, you also mentioned Atlanta. Speaking of that, how was it when you entered the arena for the first time? The crowd cheered for you.
It was pretty insane. It was really cool. It was pretty much exactly what I expected. Just insane energy. Like you get really like excited. Like some nerves, all that good stuff. So it's really 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 cool.
What type of percentage would you give yourself? Like, how would you like? Do you improve as a player in like a power up, or is it like more like you just become more confident in whatever you've done up to this point?
What do you mean power up?
Like you get a different mindset. You get maybe more creative, but you also have the confidence for it. Or
yeah, I think for me, I always try to like look for like just to improve in general. I try not to necessarily like think of too much individual stuff, but I definitely always look for like new ways to like look at stuff and like all that kind of stuff. So
yeah. So everyone is looking for perfection when it comes to Overwatch League. Have you ever felt that you've been sort of trapped by trying to be perfect, but you will never achieve it, so to say, and you're like running an endless, marathon? Or Hasn't that happened, so to say?
I Yeah, to a certain extent, yeah, I see. I can see where that comes from. Like, I've even me, like if I make like one mistake and I know it was a mistake, like, and we like destroy the other team, like I still won't be happy about that one mistake, you know.
Mm,
But like I try not to hold it too close because that's all that does is just negatively impact your play, and and
mm,
and, and then you just start overthinking, and then you're playing bad, and then you're reacting slower, you know.
mm,
So I think just having good self-awareness is the best thing to like combat having like mistakes like that, or like thinking you should be perfect.
Yeah. Would you say that many teams are kind of stuck in that mentality, or were stuck, so to
Oh
say?
yeah. Yeah, for sure. I think so, for sure. I think a lot of the teams are still stuck in that mentality,
Mm,
and I think people overthink a lot. I think it's a big problem, and I definitely feel like that's an issue for some teams.
mm. Yeah. And how much impact does the coaches have on how to say preparation for matches? Do your players do a lot individually? Because if you go back to stage 1, stage 2, stage 3 of last season when Shock played, or I don't know Vancouver as much, but I know Shock did a lot of VOD reviews on their own, for example. They studied the game, every player. How is it in
Yeah.
Atlanta?
Um, it's a lot of the same kind of, yeah, I would say it's a lot of that kind of stuff. There's a lot of individual review. There's a lot of like, little talks here and there. There's a lot of like one-on-one sessions. Sometimes the coaches will be like, maybe could you like watch this VOD over of this person, or could you do this or this? Could you watch your own VODs back of the game? Because how they came out with the replay viewer and stuff, like I think somewhere around halfway through the season, you can like watch your own POVs of the game.
Mm,
They gave it to like the teams like way before it went to like live. Um, so yeah, all that kind of stuff. We definitely would do that for
mm,
sure. And then we'll have like for like game day, we'll have like a sheet, like kind of like a sheet prepared about what maps are going to play, who's playing them, what we would like to play, what we expect them to play. That like there's different scenarios and what they could play, and then the coaches will give us ideas on like what we could go if they do this or that. So and then sometimes there'll be something to where like they maybe expect a couple really odd things, and then they'll tell like maybe like Masa or something. I don't know, like just to prepare him a little extra on it because they know he could handle a little extra information.
mm,
So it's different things like that. There's a lot of preparation that goes into it,
mm.
but a lot of it's on the players as well. I think we also try not to overdo it
Yeah,
because that's pretty easy to do.
yeah. When you enter the stage, what do you want the audience to feel when they see Gator, the player?
I want them to feel that someone's going to come on and win for them. I want to me, like, I care more about winning than anything else. So for me, I'll put the like just like the preparation and everything. I don't want anyone to ever feel like when I'm that guy that walks on and I just want to put on a good performance and that's all I care about. It's just not. I care about winning and that's it.
Yeah, just a solid player.
Yeah, I just want to win for them, and I I don't I don't want them to think I'm just someone that's like AFK.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Like I would never want to be an AFKer.
Yeah, so basically hardworking as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have any sort of say plans to how to say grow as a player in 2020?
Yeah, I have plans to just play a lot, give like really good effort in scrims, in and out of game, like, and then try to take as much feedback as I can and all that good stuff. So
Yeah.
just being a good teammate.
Now, I have one sort of maybe not last question, but when you step on stage with socks and sandals, Where did that meme come from, so to say?
Uh, it's just I don't know, like it's just like I wear them around the house, so and I physically cannot play with shoes on. It's like a thing. Like
Mm,
it's just not. It's literally not possible. Like it's like putting like weights on my hands or something. I can't do it.
mm,
I don't know what it is, but I just need my shoes off. So it's just easier if I walk out there with sandals and I'll just slide them on and off.
mm,
Just
mm.
much more. It's more for convenience and comfort. So
Oh yeah, that's
you know,
totally understandable. Multiple players do it, and
yeah.
would you say that you have like more pre-game rituals, so to say, like maybe music or a certain warm-up routine, or what do you do?
Um, not long as I like wake up, long as I wake up and I take a shower, a nice warm shower, and I get a nice meal, and then I get my sandals. I'm good. That's pretty much all I need.
Nice.
That's all I need. Nothing else really to it.
Yeah, yeah. What would you give a younger Gator advice? What type of advice would you give him? Like, let's say that you're visiting yourself in high school or something. You're just getting into esports or gaming in general, whatever, and
Mhm.
you want to set yourself up for the best success possible.
I would say um, grind really hard and don't feel like you're owed anything. Uh, um, which I feel like some people do. So just don't, just like put more work in the next guy, and then winning does matter. So and then try to improve as like an individual player. And I think being a good teammate is very underrated. So I think being a good teammate is really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What are your social platforms before we wrap this up?
Well, I stream like twice a year, but my Twitter is like Gator_W.
Mhm.
I'll try to stream more. I've been saying that though for months.
You know, if you stream 4 times next year, that's 100% increase.
That's true. That's true. I used to stream a bunch, but it's just become inconvenient, I
Mm-hmm.
guess.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I need to click the button. I got to click the button, just start stream.
Mhm.
That's it.
What's your Twitter, Instagram, YouTube?
My Instagram is GatorOWW, and then my Twitter is Gator_W.
Cool, cool,
That's it.
cool. Thank you so much for joining, man. Hope you have a great day.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. You too.